Hey, welcome back, folks. MTG Joe here. We're just getting set up. We are going to do some run of the standard metagame challenge today, like we do every metagame challenge. So we've been on a bit of a hot one. We've 7-0'd pretty much every single one at least once. So the events themselves, if you're new to it, it's a really good way to farm packs if you have like a relative reasonably competitive win rate. But basically 2,000 gold to enter. You pretty much make your gold back at 2 wins. It's single knockout, but kind of the goal is you want to hit 7 wins, obviously, because it gives you the best payout. So 5,000 gold, 2.5 times your gold investment, plus 30 packs of standard legal sets. At 3 wins, you're basically just farming like value. So even really like 3-4 wins, you're pretty much ahead. It's a good way to accumulate wild cards, stuff like that. So we're going to start off today. We are going to play, just get some audio up in here, some mono red. We are live on Twitch today, or not Twitch, YouTube. And we are going to start off with mono red. We'll see how the run goes, and then we'll play a couple different versions of different decks, see how many runs we can get in tonight. But this deck here is from MTG Nate on Twitter. They went 40-6. They're currently playing in the RC Dallas. And this is a cool innovation to mono red. I love Urabrask's Forge. I've played this main before as well, and I think it's a card, especially in heavy like cut down metas, that has a lot of utility. So this version of the deck, while you still have like Kumano's Monastery Swiftspear, Monstrous Rage, and Play with Fire, you don't have Phoenix Chick, you don't have any other like 1-drop creatures. It's doing a split. 3 adversaries, 3 lightning strikes, then you got Fugitive Codebreaker and Slickshot. So it's a little bit more prowess based. And then kind of the cool card, I had an opponent play this against me in Pioneer in the Gruul Mirror, but 2-headed giant. Now, we're not really playing it as a 5-mana 5/4, that's just kind of additional text, but we're playing it for its 2 mana, twice the rage. Target creature gains double strike. So Big Trampler suddenly gets double strike. Slick Shot gets double strike, so kind of kill them there. The only change I made to Nate's list was they were playing full 3 Mishra's Foundry, 1 Mirrex. I like Mirrex in these lists. I just switched and cut down to 2 Mishras. I have kind of PTSD of just drawing all your like non-red producing spells and you just can't double spell at turns. So I think this is the configuration I like. I find this line pretty mid anyways. It's not the strongest in terms. Your sideboard, pretty clean. Lithomantic Barrage for our blue-white matchups, our Esper matchups, stuff like that. I could come in against Convoke. Obliterating Bolt, just 4 damage removal when needed. Urabrask Forge over 4 against heavy removal-based decks. End the Festivities for Convoke, as well as a Vampire's Vengeance. And then kind of the card that's been talked about a lot in like on Twitter and stuff is Cemetery Gatekeeper. Now, my understanding of this card and where I'm going to try it out is against the ramp decks. So the Analyst decks, you can basically eat away at their line, which is good, and then whenever they play a line, they take 2 damage, so it kind of offsets some of that damage. In Grindier matchups as well, you can have some Graveyard Hate, ping them at that way. In the Grindier matchups as well, we have Chandra Dress to kill. Look at this one a shot, see how it plays. There's Convoke decks, there's a couple different decks, maybe play a Dimir deck, but kind of go from here, see how it plays out. Then I also didn't realize that the ladder reset, so let's start with this and see how it goes. So, mono red. So from what I saw, like earlier today when Crokies was playing, there was a lot of aggro mirrors. But we'll see how it goes. The deck I'd probably least want to play is probably... So this hand's a bit slow. If it's against... I'm going to try it still. Double Forge might be enough. I have the removal with Scorching Shot anyways, and I might be able to trick them. So they mull. Well, that's a great draw. I don't have a clue what the opponent's on. It might be like enchantments, but if that's the case, I'm just going to kind of beat up on them this way. Haven't seen a single spell out of them yet. But just push damage. Werefox Bodyguard. That's fine. So I think best draws if we hit a land. If not, we Scorching Shot, have Play with Fire. Kami. So, not sure exactly what they're on. But if I can Forge again, it's nice. Just get that extra damage in. Opponent's getting a little aggro. So doing this gets us the extra body. So usually the first match can be a little soft in these matchups. But even if they play a big creature, I got 5 damage their way. And then I have both these forges ticking, so I think we're doing reasonable. Would it surprise me they play Farewell in their creature deck, especially a creature like Werefox that would return the creature? Absolutely not, but we play with what's in front of us, playing against a little bit of a rogue deck here. How's everybody doing on this fine Friday evening? So while this doesn't go face, I opted to go with that sequencing. Just because it let me double spell, which I like. I don't think we want Scorching in here. I really don't know what they're on, so it makes it a little bit difficult in terms of the sideboard. Hey Elka, how's it going? We're getting Salt Roped. Yeah, I like Forge, because even against the aggro mirrors in the mono red, I tend to just become the control deck. So I'll just overload on removal. You slap a Forge down, it's the pressure, while you just use your cards to answer them. And the big thing is, a lot of the white-based decks are playing Get Lost. Get Lost hits Case, where it doesn't hit Forge. So there's not as much artifact hate going around. Yeah, we're getting Salt Roped in round 1. All right. Just kind of want to see if they're playing any other cards. Pretty sure we're just getting roped in round 1. Well, it's a great time to get the record updated. Let's just kill them here. I'll get the record updated in a sec. Mono red. Sarah. All right. Record up. So this matchup, in the dark, I think I'm just gonna bring in the other Forge. Like they could have removal. I just don't know how much removal. I think maybe trim like the Frenzies. Play a Barrage. Probably just play. I'm just going to kind of board in the sense of them scaling up a little bit bigger. Just having more removal. We might just get roped. Opponent was already roping us, so I'm not too sure. Yeah, fortunately, I was playing it in the Pioneer Gruul deck in my sideboard. Helped me. It's the one card that helps me in the Rakdos matchup. I think this is fine. So it's a little awkward. Okay, well, that was a good draw. Deal with their play on 2. I have Slickshot. I do want to hit another land, ideally. We probably lead off with Codebreaker, get them to use removal. Just get this out of the way now. I think we just get this going. So I went with this because they've shown ground creatures and this only has 1 toughness. Bristly Bill. This is where it gets a little awkward. Because like, no, if you have 2, I would have done the Swiftspear there. 8, how's it going? Give me a red source. Red source. Red source. Yeah. So I could go Forge, but I want Bill off the table. You gonna give it a go, Zachariah? These are usually fun. Like, the entry's pretty low relative to the prize pool. Okay, so if we know that they have Steel Seraph, just something to keep in mind. I think we're just playing this. And I'm gonna force through. Okay, so they don't block this turn. So I think I'm just gonna do the damage. Play Swiftspear post-combat. Because the next turn, I want to ideally hit a land so then I could Rage and Forge. And then just push a whole bunch of damage. Oh, I'm going to be doing the events right now. So we just started as well. Okay, so kill this. I think we might just be able to kill him. YOLO! So also check out this one because it's a little bit different. So you might be interested in it. So let's just maximize damage dealt here. I think we just go face because that's just like a hell of a lot of damage. No land. All right, nice and clean. On the board. So I'll show the list for folks. I'll also paste the list in chat if folks are interested. As always, you can find all my deck lists. I post them on Aether Hub. My Untap's also linked in the video description. So every deck I play is always tracked there. So you can always see the win rates and stuff. But the list is there. We're on some mono red aggro nonsense. Nice and quick. We'll get it up on the screen. So notable things there. I really like the Forge there. Won us game 1. So 3 Forge main, a couple Scorching Shots. The big thing we want to see with these games is like Mirrex and Mishra's Foundry, how it feels. With the Scorching Shots, the first game it was a little awkward, but we'll give it another couple goes, see how it plays out in the grand scheme of things. Just a little bit. The prowess goes like hard once you start stacking it. Even at like my RC, it was doing Slickshot math and regular prowess math is confusing as hell because like Slickshot goes up by 2, then you have the 1, it's just all over the place. All right, playing Giga, Ugly Orc. Play first. And is sick, keep. I'm just gonna push damage. This looks like Orzhov nonsense. Nice work. Get it done. I'm just gonna get Forge going. And then next turn we go crazy. I love Slickshot. I might try out the Golgari deck. I've never actually played it. Okay, well, I don't like what's going on here. See what they do here. Can I just kill them? So it's 5, 8, 9, 10. Cool, you're dead. Cool, they're dead. A lot of thought went into that. Do I point my burn at their face or just kill them? Life gain Andy. Okay, so I do want the Forge. Don't think I want to be on the double strike. Don't think I want to be on the Frenzy. These Lithomantic Barrage seem reasonable. May want Chandra as well. I don't love Codebreaker in this matchup. Just its toughness being a little lower. So usually in this matchup, I'll just scale up. Especially, I think, on the play. I don't have a card advantage engine, so I think we do it like that. Might cut all the code breakers, play an Obliterating Bolt. Monstrous Rage is probably still fine, but I think it's let's go with the kill everything plan. Yeah, so Golgari's the worst matchup, I think, for this deck, like I'm playing, because it has good blockers early, Shieldred for life gain. Like Preachers, it just lines up really bad. They have back god. Like post board, you can kind of configure a bit, but you gotta answer. Like Preacher's a must answer. God, sounds garbage. Does anybody know if the season award this time is? I think we just get rid of this. So they don't have the art available for Slickshot. So I think we just curve. I'm probably going to play this out as a creature. Just get some pressure going. So I still have an answer to Amalia if they play it. We just poke in here. Really want to land here so I can double spell. I have Scorching Shot if they go Amalia. Alright, what do you do? Whenever an opponent attacks with... Whenever an opponent attacks with creatures, if 2 or more of those creatures are attacking you or a planeswalker, they lose a life, a lot of work. I don't know. There was a lot of words there. I think we're just pushing damage. Clorox, we're gonna have to get an official sponsorship if that's the case. Okay, so they have Bat. I'd say like neither of their choices are great. Like Forge probably is what they take. Neither of our creatures they can cut down, which is also nice. See what they do here. Just pass the turn. I'm just gonna do this now, just in case they have another bat. I could do it on end step. Also, if they have something like Delaney, this is 4 to activate. I think we're just doing this. We gave him a low life, but it's a pretty bad line if I kill this and they just followed up with another Deep Cavern bat. With them having so many 1-drops, if we go to a third game, then I'm definitely going to bring in the End the Festivities. So they could have Wandering Emperor here. They're holding priority. You doing Azorius Control or Azorius Tempo, Warren? These events take quite a bit of time regardless. Okay, so no cards. Just give me something good. That counts as something good. So they gain life, they gain life. Okay, so let's just see. So if I kill this, that's 2, so it's 5 trample coming through. They can soak up 3 of it. They block that. So if they block here, block the trample, they take 3. If I kill this, they block, they gain 1. It's probably still Iliasokor. So they go up to 5, they take... Okay. So they need like a pretty big answer. Oh, nice. Cool. Got him! Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'd be like cool to play control until I got into 1 mirror, and then I would hate my life. Alright, so basically at this point, I basically paid 500 gold for a pack. The next win is when we break even. So let's at least get 1. If we could just keep like 3-4 wins even all night, I'm profiting. Alright, I think we got someone's like Bitcoin wallet as our opponent. Gonna be a no for me, dog. Also gonna be a no for me, dog, but we have 2 turns to draw a land. Skill gamer time. I probably gotta kill Bronco here. Yeah. Hey Santiago, it is up ahead. So give me a sec. So I think the way, if we are gonna win this, we gotta try to do just get Forge going. Aether Hub. And that's actually pretty solid. I think we just plot here and get it for next turn. Just make it so that they can't use their mana. No, I want to kill this Skitter this turn, I think. It's just letting them go too wide. I'm just not winning that race right now. Because then next turn I'll decklist for anyone interested. So they'll poke me for 2 here. This is where the Forge really shines. Okay. Too many lands now? I'm assuming one of these is not long for the world. I'm gonna hold this land because they could be on Liliana. Does this hit Planeswalkers? It does not. I want to ideally hit Shieldred. This is why I wanted to kill Skitter. Okay, well, not much of a choice here. Play with Fire is a nice one. I think I'm just going to try to find an action spell. Okay, hold up. So that's 9. Or 1 off. Okay, so they need to be able to soak up 5 damage. Well, 3 damage. So maybe that was fine. Because these can't block. That's a bit annoying. Could have Go for the Throat. Kinda wish we had one more line, that'd be a nice threat. They just not have it. Okay. So hopefully dodge one more hostile investigator and then we're good. A good start. No. Oh. Okay. So you're dead. Ember Cleave! Nice, Kingor. I'll probably play Convoke after. How many cases are you on in the main? I've seen that number vary from like 1 to 4. Okay, mono black. So we're going to want the removal options in. What are we going to want to take out? So they got like Lord Skitter and stuff. Scorching Shot. Guess we have Frenzy, so I think I would rather Obliterating Bolt, since it could also hit Liliana. I don't want Twin Shot, just because it's kind of a 2-for-1. And I don't think I want the Monstrous Rage. Question is... So usually against like heavy removal decks, you take out some of these types of effects. I could bring in another Obliterating Bolt. I think let's try a Gatekeeper. See how that plays out. I showed the double strike, so they now have to play around that, and then you take it out of the deck. That sounds good. So they're probably on Gix as well. If we see Bat, then I'll bring in... Our hand's pretty redundant. It's fine. The one I least care about. I figure this is dead anyways. This way, if they go Liliana, I can attack into it. Gix is annoying. Gotta use my mana to kill it next turn. I can't let him get that many like turns of card advantage. Makes it a little rough. We really need a spell here. Or like a Forge would be good. Virtues are annoying. They screw up the math a lot. Hey, that's not bad. Probably have a removal spell here. The sideboard's usually like cut down. Sorry, a couple go get lost. 3 invasion of Gabagoo, Gobakan. I'm doing this. They can take my creature again, but at least gets rid of the one that's attacking this turn. It's like 3 invasion of Gobakan, either Wedding Announcement or Forge usually. Rest in Peace sometimes. If you look at my Aether Hub, I posted a list with one. Okay, Gatekeeper. I think we're doing defensive here. Really bad if they have removal. I'm just a little too far behind, I think. Because I also have to contest with this Virtue that's going to be coming. I need this Codebreaker. So they take some damage there. Them seeing 3 removal spells and then 2 disruptive spells hurts. Plus these bats have just gained them like 4 or 5 life. Yikes. We're done here. Didn't work out there. Okay, so go back to Scorching Shots. Let's get rid of you. Do you think I want Festivities? Play a couple. Run it like that. I need a hand with Forge. If we don't have Forge, it's going to be rough. We find Forge, then maybe it's okay. Alright. Not the best hand. It's a bit slow and reactive, but I think Forge has a lot of utility here. Plus I have Mirrex. Okay, double Forge is really nice. So here we can play around the double. Bit annoying if they have Gix, but I'll kill the Gix. I ideally don't want to use the shot on the Deep Cavern Bat. We might see them as well just taking shot and then leaving me with Rage, like Forge. This is part of the reason why I don't like Rage in this matchup. Okay, let's get you off to the races. The nice thing, this plays around Virtue. Them having Gix is annoying here. Swiftspear is nice. So they know about this. Obviously wish we could have Monstrous Rage up. It's like, they've been pretty good at doing it like once a month. Obviously that's pretty scary for us now. Okay, so the Rage isn't bad. So they know that we have the Rage up, so do I just push damage here is the question. Like, it's worse for subsequent turns. And it's also worse against, like, hostile and stuff. Because like this, I get a big chunk of damage in on them. And it's clean. Yeah, I was actually hoping for, like, just the recent set. I need a lot of the big score cards. So we see Bat here. So best draw is like kill Deep Cat. Well, obviously something for Sheoldred. Yeah, that's actually good. Could have tried some like bait things. Hey H, appreciate you stopping by. We can't always be live. I appreciate it. I do it to help out. I like talking Magic. I'm not, like, I don't have the time to grind as much as I once did, but the more we could share, it's fun kind of hanging out with the community as well. Get that, like, LGS feel. So they can soak up some damage there, but these forges are going to carry. They did show March, so I have to be mindful of that. Just throated. Alright. So I do have this Foundry as another attacker. Another spell would be nice. Just push through some damage, but I have 5 and 2, so the 6 is a little iffy for them. Okay, so they're getting aggro. Means they do have a removal spell. Or they're trying to dig for one. Well, I guess they gain life anyways, so they come out ahead. So I need an answer. That is not the answer I need. This one's gonna be close. I am dead here. Because the problem is I have Mishras. They most likely have removal. I was like a turn off. The Shieldred, like just the way our removal lined up. I'm dead to just upkeep. Assume they have removal. Too many turns of Shieldred. Alright, they got us. They got us. Removal just didn't line up there. So, what did we do? 2-1 there. Try one more with mono red. And then switch to Invokees. Too much life gain there. Because, like, we had to answer Gix that turn because it snowballs too much on us, and then they untapped with Shieldred, and we just couldn't catch up. They had enough answers to, like, the Forge and stuff. Like, maybe it was right to not attack that turn with Swiftspear, because it's... But, like, the way we had to just try to push damage, the longer the game went, they were just going to snowball. We just had to hope that they didn't have something. All right, worst matchup, Golgari Midrange. So it might be a quick one, folks. Oh, Bill Nye Gamers. think that's fine. Just take Lily out here. Get the ward going. So right now we only have one spell, so to flip this, it would be 5 mana. Okay, so they're like a ramp version of the deck. We might be playing into Gix Command, but if they have it, they have it. Oh, you know what? This version plays Cover Up, I think. So hopefully they don't have Cover Up. Okay, I don't care about the turtle. Actually, that does make Topiary turn on. Oh, they whiffed. So good for us. Think we do this? It's good for next turn. They need to attack with the tortoise to get value, and then I have Frenzy plus Slickshot, so hopefully kill them. The Gitrog and Bronco. So we could just kill him here. Just let him know we really, really had it. Alright. Smack him up. Weird matchup, because I need removal in here. I don't love Liliana here. They have a lot of creatures that I'm going to have a hard time dealing with. We're going to get rid of Two-Headed Hunter. So I think we're going to trim 3 copies of this. Bring in the Obliterating Bolts. I might get rid of all the copies of Monstrous Rage, to be honest. They have too much removal in this matchup. It's basically going to come down to just, can I stick a Forge? They also have a lot of creature lines, so even 1-for-1ing Chandra is probably not safe. So let's play Gatekeeper here. Yeah, just dump your hand. Like, everything becomes 1 mana. Maybe I keep the Double Strike one just because it's a 5-4, so it matches up pretty well. Hand's good. Keep. Swifty! Huzzah! So I don't think they bring in Terra Sunder in the dark. Bill can get wrecked. It's not the most mana efficient, but I want the 3 mana for the turtle. Few too many lands here, friendo. I don't want to be the one out-ramping the Golgari ramp deck. So the Mosswoods are a bit annoying. We'll just do this. I don't want to trade to give them like the draw from the Mosswood. I want them to use removal for it. Or at least if I can like multi-spell. That's going to be very difficult to deal with. Okay, way too many lines here. Way too many. See if we can catch them slipping. I'm pretty far behind here, so the goal is to try to make them make the mistake. Okay, because my line's gonna die anyways. By doing this, I get the trample damage. I'm out of gas now, so I gotta have these forges hard carry. The problem is like they can put pressure on me while still playing defense, which makes it a little tough. We drew 7 lands in this matchup, which is pretty bad. Even something like the Fugitive Codebreaker is not that great. That gets him 3 life too, so I'm just dead. So a bit of the problem here where like their creatures just outscale me a bit. For 7, they're at effectively 11 life. What'd they name? Mount? Close, but not enough. Alright, let's just save time. Okay, so they got a lot of creatures. I mean, we probably just run it back, like realistically. I don't think I can afford the rage in this matchup. Like, did they show much removal, if any? They just had like a bunch of creatures. So like Chandra's not going to survive is the problem. Let's try that out. We're on the draw, hopefully can get ahead of them. Golgari is a really tough matchup. All their creatures for like the rate is pretty cheap, and like they properly played out the Mosswood there, just soaking up damage and come back pretty much every turn. I would assume they play something like Deadly Cover Up. I thought match 1 was guaranteed free wins. Everybody's starter deck. Play first. Deep. Hand's a little sketch, but we probably just slick shot it out on 2 and then removal on 3. if you build like blue-white properly, it definitely can hold its weight. I think we just gotta go for it here. We have the cut down. I think it's right. Going Swiftspear there doesn't let us double spell. There's just a lot of upside to getting it out there. This game is just all removal. So they have something. I think that's fine. I'm just gonna take my chip damage where I can. Get this out of the way. Play with fire their face. Need some action. Cottage is really scary. I have a decision here. I think I am just going face. Can't rage here. Hey, no, thank you. So I kind of got to dodge a turn of Cottage here. So they're going to try to race me now. Which should be fine, because if they animate next turn... I don't want to let them attack to make another food token. It's too risky. They didn't have Cottage, I would go for it. But I do that line and it just kind of opens me up. It's fine. I think I need to try to go for it here. They could have priority from a number of things. I'm letting them make the first move. This one's really interesting of a game. They let me get to attacks, so I'm basically forced to use this Frenzy this turn. Now, they could have removal for the Swiftspear, which then could allow them to crew the Bronco, which is what they should do. Then I'm 1 damage off. So they make 1, 7. We're going to lose this by 1. They played that well. So you're 3 to crew. We got to dodge a spell on top of their library. This one's like really, really interesting game. We're probably going to lose here, but I think in retrospect, it's probably still right for me to kill the Bronco. Because it's more likely I die from this. Okay, they're playing it super safe here. They didn't even attack in with the Might, which would block. Spell. Give me a spell. Give me a burn 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 spell. One-time dealer. Give me a spell. On mount. All right, well, we gotta go for it. Oh! Oh! We got him, folks. We got him. I think they should have gone for it there. So they could have both animated, cast the Mosswood, saddled, and then just tried to flip kill me. They probably have it there. How long did that match take, Warren? Like 4 hours? That was a sick game. It's funny because that's probably how most of those games come down. Like everybody's so worried about like Atraxa and Wandering Emperor, and then it's just like vanilla 3-2s for the most part, smashing face into each other. I don't know, dumb beaters, let's go. This matchup's gonna be bad. I think we want lands. Kill this. Don't want him to get a chance with Analyst. I maybe should have played Bloodthirsty there. Shigeki. That was a huge draw. I maybe should have held one of these and played the Bloodthirsty instead. That being a tap line's pretty big. So they usually will play Fires of Victory. Okay, so that's 3, 6... One off. One off. Right. We should get him next turn. We should have them. Getting game one's pretty big because we got like some bad cards in the matchup. I want to try out these gatekeepers. So ill-time answers there, but should be enough. All right, on the board. So it's actually a really interesting one. I think we still do Forge. I think instead of Scorching Shot, we play Obliterating Bolt just because it's easier to cast and it also exiles, so they can't get stuff back. Let's go the Gatekeepers. Chandra might be fine. So Two-Headed Giant could come out. Frenzy could come out. The play with fires actually don't do anything, so these could come out. They don't hit any other creatures. Question is like, do I want Monstrous Rage? I don't think so. Is it more important to answer their creatures? Probably. Still want like a density of cheap spells. Fine. To play with fires. This deck list isn't 100% mine. Like there's some overlap to how I play, but it's from MTG Nate on Twitter. They went 40-6 with it. They're taking it to an RC this weekend. Opponent goes first. Sure. A good one. Show me an analyst. So I could Codebreaker. I mean, it's more mana efficient. The game goes long, I can flip it, but I think we're just doing this. Because it lets me double spell next turn. So if they go like Nissa or Analyst. Splodonk. I don't want to play into a sweeper turn. And they don't have enough to Analyst this turn, so No Cabaretti line's good there. I want to bait them into a sweeper here. Five mana, kill your 1-drop. Then I can plot for next turn. I just don't want to commit more, but I want to use my mana, which is nice. So they can Analyst here, which is a bit scary. Okay, that's good. They opt to not. I'll just pass the turn here. We're consistently putting pressure on them. They're kind of spinning their wheels. They've now used 3 Fires of Victory. And that's what I want to do. Be able to have an answer for Nissa. Take 2. Was this World Soul? Let's do this. Get rid of that. Boom. That felt very smooth. All right, 2-0. Gatekeeper just being a threat. Opponent spinning their wheels. All right, no mono black. Prometheus. How's everybody doing tonight? Anybody get 7 wins yet? Any 7-win gamers in chat? Okay, Esper mid, is my guess. Blue-white control. Don't temporary lockdown me, bro. Thran Spider. Thank you for the Power Stone. All right. This is probably Synthesizer. Oh no. What do? You just ramp. Hold the line for now. Make it seem like we have some more gas. Because even if they sweep here, it doesn't do much. Gain 4. You don't have great attacks, so we'll just chip in here. So whenever you cast a creature, you get like something. So this should help me here so I can flip next turn. Okay, we're in the Karn Living Legacy. I may block. I think I flip. Like, yeah. Go, go, prowess, go. Alright, that should be lethal. I mean, when you dust off that Karn Living Legacy, probably the worst planeswalker of all time. Okay, we got like artifact shitters. Where's my braids? Where are my braids? So the forges, gas. So Gatekeeper, I can name artifact and kind of get them. The barrages, probably okay. So the barrages are a little awkward because some of their stuff's artifact. You're white at least. I think we just keep like stock removal in. Like just bring in the Obliterating Bolts, get rid of two-headed, get rid of the Frenzy. One more cut. I think I like Rages, but maybe trim on the play one. Can also play Chandra. We'll see what they bring in. They're like most likely a synthesizer deck, I would imagine. But some of their card choices are a little less than could be desired. So I'm leading on Swiftspear this turn, because next turn I can Swiftspear Kumano. I think I want you dead. I guess I could have Swiftspeared, let them block, and then play with Fire It. See what they do here. So I did that because if they blocked, I could have played with Fired. So I lose a point of damage, but I think it was worth it to try to trade there. Next turn, I can play out a few things. So they're going big. So we'll just attack in here. Let's just get the, like, as much as possible. I just want to get their blockers out of the way. I am a little scared if they have Farewell. I can't beat Farewell. Yeah, Synthesizer. They get the Scry. If they have another thing, they start making some pretty big bodies. I'm scared! It's just YOLO time. Problem is they're just gonna beat me down. I actually have no clue what this does. Beginning of your upkeep, add for each non-artifact. Yeah. So they just have like infinite mana. Whenever you sacrifice another artifact, you may pay 2, sacrifice it, draw a card. Yikes. We're getting rocked, folks. Getting rocked. Gotta go defensive mode here. I'm so dead. Yeah, there's like no way I win this. Alright. Alright. You got me. Chandra should probably come in. It's tricky because like I don't really want the burn. Play like one Gatekeeper. Run it like that. Problem is it's like a glut of 2s, but we'll give it a shot. Like that deck obviously loses to like Brotherhood's End or a Braid, but artifacts aren't really something you play for in this meta. 10's fine. I would love a second red source. Fine. Probably just set up. Good Rage. Because I definitely block here. So we do that. That lets me hold up Obliterating Bolts. Like, this is what I hate about these Mishras. Like, the hand's so much better without it. Land. Give me a land. You know what? That actually is like the worst land we could have had. Stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Urza. Now I just can like never attack in. Hey, that's nice. You're definitely scarier. Oh no, I could have activated my land. I had lethal. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I forgot these activate the land. Alright. Never didn't have it. Never didn't have it. They were on Urzatron, didn't matter. We Gucci. Opponent's deck was sweet. Honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that there was so many mythics in that deck from Big Score, I would definitely be playing it. So this is the deck, folks. So far, we've done a very good job of drawing all our uncolored lands. Literally have cast this once and it was just overkill, but the Forge's main have been very good. I may just cut this, play like the last Forge main, I think. And then it opens you up. But we are currently positive. So we've basically spent 4,000 gold for 2 runs. We've made back 4,000 gold and we got 4 packs. Or 5 packs. 4 packs, 4 packs. So I'm up effectively 4,000 gold. How's everybody else's run going? I'll keep. Not the best hand, not the worst hand. It's just free money. Nice cut down, opponent. Depending what they do, I might upkeep stop. Let's draw. Okay. Now your cut down works. Matchup's very difficult. Should definitely kill the adversary. Oh, they let it go. We'll hold the play with fires here. So they're playing around Monstrous Rage. So they just took 2 points of damage. We take those gamers. Sure. Cool deck, opponent. Got him. Forge. I think we want Chandra. Let's go bolts. Don't want bolts. Don't want all the bolts. Yeah, because they're on Preacher in that. I think we keep Scorching Shot, get rid of Frenzy, because it's going to be hard to keep creatures around, and we'll trim to Monstrous Rage. I think we are cool like that. Hey Francesco, how's it going? You crush with any off-meta stuff? We got ousted in our first run against Mono Black. Basically, let them have like 5 turns with Shieldred, which this might shock everyone. Mono. Thank you for coming to my ASMR Shieldred talk. We got 50 odd folks hanging out tonight. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate the community. The deck we are playing today, if you're interested, right over here. All right, Stark, where are you? Probably never. The amount of times people yell at me for my mic. I think this is fine. Forge is really good here. So Bolt does exile, but then I don't have an answer to Preacher. I think we just take the 3 damage this turn. Because exile you. Exile you. And like, if I have to, I can deal Shieldred. Oh. Better lucky than good. Cut me down, daddy. Cut me down. You got me. You got me. So answering those threats is pretty good. Cottage is going to be scary. So I know it's a card draw, but this is going to take up their mana for the turn. Which I think is fine, because I don't want them to start going Cottage. And like every turn they do that, it slows them down a bit. I'm obviously running out of gas, which is a bit of the issue. Like we're trading 1-for-1, but their cards are 2-for-1s in a lot of cases. Let's say here, I just got to keep tying up their mana. We'll hold this. If they have like Liliana or something, they might want to attack our hand. That's what we were afraid of. Opponent's probably got us now. The problem is with the... Yeah, let's just go next game. They got me. I can't, like, cause this is just gonna edict me. I think we just run it back. I don't think I want Frenzy. Like, it really just comes down to... The Mosswood's really good against us. Just, it keeps blocking, trades with all our creatures, draws them more cards, which is more removal. That hand's not gonna work. We'll keep this. I think... we do this. I'd rather not get hit by cut down here. We'll probably end up plotting here. I have cut down. Because with the play with fire, I can get it if we draw another spell. Ooh, they missed. Them missing is good for us. I think we're just doing this. Called shot. So the thing is, this will let me play with fire to try to find like another spell, another answer, just something to do with our mana. That is not what we want. Mono's not bad. Dude, that you have the third cut down. Path to Peril will be pretty rough versus us. Well, if we lose this game, we know why. Okay. Hello. Got him! You'll love to see it. 2 lands beating the triple cut down. That takes us up to 6 packs. We're profiting. Retire. Go live in the south of Italy. So next one gets us up to 10. 10 glorious packs. 6-1 overall, which for best of 3, pretty solid. We were basically a turn off of winning that first round too. We take it, folks. We will certainly take it. I'm going to turn the light on while we find the next opponent. Wait. Better with the light. I'll hang out a bit in darkness. Macabros. Hey Kev, you play Convoke yet? Might do one more of Convoke, depending how long this one goes. Got a contractor showing up at my house at 8 a.m. tomorrow, so want to get some sleep. I'll try to do another run tomorrow. They're working on the exterior of my house. There is some damage, so they're going to be cutting stones. So it's probably going to be very loud. Alright, so they are firing up the YouTube, checking out if we're live. Say hello. Seems like a lot of people for the Dallas RC this weekend are bringing Convoke. Alright. Blue-white control. Probably want an upkeep stop. Or just don't give me an upkeep stop. That's also totally cool. I didn't even want one anyways. Guillermo, thank you for the sub. Hey Anthony, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Hopefully you have some success this weekend. So I think because if they do that, the problem is I don't have enough spells, so... Swifty's cool. That's the case. Probably just doing that. Yeah, plus you buy like you did. You have it for standard, you have it for pioneer, you have it for like every format. Nice eats. Was that Convoke or Mono Red? I think you were mentioning the Mono Red earlier. Alright, come on. So that's 3, 5, 6, 8. They could have Emperor. It's probably right to kill Jace here. Okay. Save a stop. I don't like Performer. It forces you to go in and it's too slow. Kumano's not bad, it's just more chip damage, especially if they have like Emperor. Might have been right to do Codebreaker, but 1, 2, 3, so it's 3 to flip after. I do need to be mindful of Sunfall. Maybe it was right just playing that out last turn. They go up to 5. You got Emperor. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. I'm gonna have to probably reset Arena after this match. Okay, so Lightning Strike off the top does it for us. That's a good sign. The plot Slickshot. Like, it's really bad if... Okay, no more lies there is good. So, like, they can Sunfall here. They need a land to be able to Emperor and hit it. Which they don't have. They do have the Anchorage. I'm basically just trying to force them to... One, two, three. I wish I had. No, you know what? I should have flipped it first. No! No, 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 no. No! Damn it. We needed a spell there. Needed a spell. Needed just like a Play with Fire, Monstrous Rage. Like, we had so many options there, because now the problem is they're going to be able to like Memory Deluge, and they're going to find an answer. So kind of our hope here is we draw like the Lightning Strike. The fact as well, like, we didn't draw the Mirrex or the Foundry is also kind of sus. Foundry just also lining up terribly there. Assume they also have counters here. So I can like force... I don't want to give them... I'm just gonna channel Sokenzan. They have stuff, it's just a matter of getting them to tap out on their turn. Oh, come on. I think we just like strip mine them. The Scorching Shot's not going to do much. Got that out of the way. This unfortunately doesn't hit Planeswalkers. See if they make a token here. I'm assuming they have... Adversary's nice here. Gotta just try to go all in here. So this way I can play around. I'm assuming they have another Wandering Emperor. Yeah. Way too many lines this game. Way too many. Please give me like Mirrex or like Mishra's Foundry, just something I can use. So we're likely dead at this point. But the opponent's playing fairly slow. I didn't want to do that, so I meant I wanted to do that. They have 7 mana here, they're going to deluge. We're just going to let them play it out. The thing is, like, when I didn't have a play into the deluge that turn, it's what cost us. But we'll waste some clock. Might be able to, like, steal it with a kicked adversary. I doubt it, but... especially with Revelry now. It's going to be rough. Let him go through the motions. Normally, if this was ladder, I would just quit. We hold off. And do something. They probably have another one. I wanted to try to catch him. Another deluge. We could get him to like 16 minutes or so. It's pretty good. Just a little short. This also gives us some idea of what they're playing in their deck. I'm assuming they have the 3rd Wandering Emperor. I gotta play this, otherwise Celestis flips. I basically just want to see if they have other threats. Like, in retrospect, going after Jace was probably wrong. 3rd Emperor. They're out of those, but at this point, like... okay, so this is why we're playing. Like, things like getting the information that they have Blast Zones important. So they are playing this to draw cards. Let them take game actions. We chillin'. Waste their time. Let them take game actions. This just slows it down a bit. All these, like, they're not winning quick, so this is why we're doing it. That's the turn. So I'm gonna go to the block anyways, I think, this turn. They likely have a removal spell. But this way I soak up some damage. So. Yeah, it was a tough one. Like, think if, like, Jace sticks around, it provides too much card advantage, but it was that, and just when we flipped that turn, the Fugitive, and just getting, like, nothing. Like, we're at 8 lands. We're playing 22. We've actually milled some lands. We drew 9 lands. Again, they probably have some answers, but we've taken them down to 18 so far. The goal, get him to like 16 or so. I think if we draw Forge, we don't play Forge, so they don't know we're on it. Another Revelry. Just use the clock. We'll be better equipped post-board. Get rid of some of these, like, dead cards. Look at the map. Just using more of their clock. So they're at 17. So, like, if this is ladder play, just go to the next game. We're playing for packs, so we're going to try to grind them out of it. It's worthwhile for us. Because, like, all these game actions when they're already ahead. Like, they're at 16. They're going to have to animate their lines next turn. Even if we get them to, like, 14, it'll be pretty solid. Again, they're just kind of wasting time here. There's no need to play land from them. So it's pretty good. We got off like 10 minutes of game clock. We're up like 6-7 minutes. Readjust our deck. We know they have the lockdowns. Definitely want the Chandras. Do not want these Scorching Bolts. The Barrages. Is this considered blue-white? Yeah. I probably want the Barrages in instead. Two-Headed Giant's just another threat, but it's probably, in all honesty, just getting rid of Monstrous Rage. We don't want... So they'll bring in Seed Shark. That's why we want it. Also don't want Frenzy, so let's just go up threats. Alright. That one's kind of a rough one. We might win this 0-1 opponent times out. Really what we want to try to do is find a Forge early. So hands with Forge are at a premium. The one thing we may want to do, if we're on turn 3, they have 2 mana open, force the mana out of them and then play post-combat. We would lose a counter, but getting it resolved is more important than the one turn of it. Barrage deals 4. Oh, no. Is it? Oh, I'm getting messed up with volley. Oh, you're right. That's my bad. I've been playing so much Pioneer. I was thinking it was Rending Volley. So that wasn't the best. I mean, they were activating it on my turn. Yep. Hey Thomas, we've been jamming mono red, having some success. We are up against Azorius Control. They took game 1, but they've used 15 minutes of clock already. So the goal is to try to beat them down, get the win, get 30 packs. How are you this evening, morning, day, wherever you are in the world? So this is like why we're playing the clock. They're taking forever to decision to mulligan. Fortunately, I can't see if they're actually watching the stream. Would hope in good faith that they don't. But I mean, their clock's going down. Anybody get to 7 wins? Any 7-win gamers? Yeah, the play with players are a little whatever in this matchup. Prefer like a Swiftspear, but okay, they are mulliganing aggressively. Timeout. What's happening? What's happening? Multi 4. Thank you. No, thank you. Okay, go Sunset Revelry. Go Sunset Revelry. Oh, that's so good. So good. Get wrecked. Upkeep stop. Play with fire on upkeep. Might see Jace out of them. I mean, this is a little risky if they have March. But I want to kind of bait them into the double block. Because now I have Bloodthirsty with Flashback that I can do. Hey, Titans. We're doing pretty well. This one, we're behind, but our opponent is playing the true blue-white mage and has used 10 more minutes of clock on us. We are just in game 2. Actually an interesting line. Because like I can Codebreaker, I can do this, I can just force this. I think we do this. Because this will force a counter out of them, and then I can attack with the Foundry. And it plays around Make This appear. So they get rid of that. See, Final Showdown, that's good to know that they have. Kumano's not bad. But I probably want, like, more gas. $12 on the clock. So we see lockdown. So the adversary and the Codebreaker are a bit at odds with each other. Yeah, Arena's been like super laggy for me. Okay, we got him. We got him. So what's this card actually do? Lose all abilities till end of turn. Choose target creature, gains indestructible. So 6 mana, destroy all creatures. Probably run it back. Get rid of Monstrous Rage. Play Gatekeeper. I don't want to reset, but I'm afraid I'm not going to get in time. That hand was just gonna lose to lockdown. Okay, so really here want to bait the lockdown. It's actually good too. So I could bait the lockdown, play Chandra. So they 2-for-1 me, but then I Chandra. They can... think we do that. There's a lot of upside with that line. Resolving either of these is really, really good value. Well, that's really good too. Because they have Show-Off. I think we start with Forge. I didn't want to offer the double block. It might have been wrong, but they're still at 22. Assuming we're getting locked down here. ALS. You can always find all my deck lists on my Untapped profile. This one is under events, but you can also find it right over here. We definitely need to kill Jace. The Jace is kind of annoying that it didn't die there. Gets to fog me one more time. For folks in general, if you're ever curious, like decks that I play, stuff like that, you can always check out my Untapped. I keep it public. I don't delete decks. I'm big in terms of transparency. I'm not gonna, you know, edit videos to make it seem like I only win. I think we're just slick-shotting here. We could be getting farewelled next turn. Okay. They do a field here. So I'm gonna hold back Swiftspear here. Because I think they have a Wandering Emperor. Oh, I forgot about the Anchorage. Oh, I messed that up. I messed that up. Oh, that was wrong. Hey, didn't I beat you in our one-on-one? The one time we did Streamer Clash? When it was on the Sultai Ultimatum Gates deck? Or Shrines deck? Okay, they are at 9 minutes. Dust Animist. 4/5. Huge on this board. Another Slickshot. Why? Super annoying. They get to eat it. Gain the life. Chandra hitting nothing but lands. It's just been awful. Okay. We can keep her alive. I can ultimate her next turn. Oh, so they went heavy creature post board. Okay. We might get to ultimate Chandra. The problem is then... Okay, so we're definitely ultimating here. Are you kidding me? So what's it do? Whenever you cast a red spell, deals X damage to any target where X is the mana spent on that spell. What's Sean? I think we try to get rid of the Wandering Emperor here. And then I'm just gonna kill Dust Animist. Hope that works. So just deal the damage there. So that'll ping. I mean, they need a lockdown. We had to play those this turn anyways because we were going to lose them. Alright. My turn, opponent. We are dressing to kill. I'm going to block here just in case they have lockdown. Just saves me 5 damage. Got Denic backside. Kill Denic here. I just want to keep presenting threats. Force another Emperor. That's fine. No farewell. No farewell. Revelry's annoying. We also haven't drawn a single spell. mean, we gotta just keep pushing damage through. Gatekeeper's pretty sick. Do sorcery here. Because I know they have the Field of Ruin. No, this is a prowessless prowess deck. Like, I don't really want to trade, but it gives them more turns. They can also just activate that to eat it. They can just eat it with the land. Then I can blow up a land, but I'm not really in the place to blow up a land this turn. Let's hit him with that. Thin out the deck a bit. We'll get rid of sorcery here in case they have a board wipe. Gonna have to block with this. Just really need a spell. Codebreaker would be reasonable. Actually, Codebreaker sucks. What you got? So that gets to 7. Another Dust Animus. Yikes. No spells in the yard. Kill you. Hey Kelpers, how's it going? We are fighting for our lives. We might have them. We got them, folks. We got them. We got them. That took eons off my life. Chandra Ultimate, too strong. So 5-0. We up to 11 packs. Oh, no, no, no. Cancel, 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 cancel. I want to restart the client. Client is dying on us. While this loads up, folks, thank you all for stopping by. 75 folks live here on Friday night. We are going for our 6th win, hopefully. We currently are 7-1 in 2 runs. All right. Urabrask Forge continuing to be the best card in Standard. Aw, shit. Nerdy Steve time. Fuck it, we ball. Another great content creator, Nerdy Steve. I think he was on like a Sultai list. Fine. I was watching him before dinner. Sultai Gamers. Siphon Insight. In this economy? Hey, if you don't scout, we're like the Pro Tour. We just walk around, check out the tables. We're trying to bait into like a cut down here. Boo, we're one off. Boo, one off. Like, all just aside, have you heard some of like the report or like the scouting for this draft? It's hilarious. Like these guys are not very good this year. Okay, so it's like Sultai Control with the Traxa on the top end. Don't want Scorching Shot. Probably don't want the Frenzies. Probably just trim a Rage. Ship it. The guy, the French guy, not Sar, but the other guy, Rosmus or whatever. I was listening to something today and they're like, yeah, he's basically like Nicholas Batum and he might go first or second. I know for sure we're just going to end up with Zach Eddy because he's Canadian. It's Spara's headquarters. They could have temp lockdown. So let's attack first. Could also have Leyline Binding. Astral Cornucopia. That's cheating. So this is good because I have Show-Off next turn. Hopefully just draw a spell. Kill him that way. Assuming we're getting Sunfalled, Herald. Not the best, not the worst. Spell me. Tear ass. Nice big chunks of damage. This is really annoying. The incidental life gain. Back God. That's not good. No path to peril one time. No path to peril one time. No! We lost. One time. I said one time no path to peril. Okay. So we know they're on the back gods and they're on perils. So we probably want the Obliterating Bolts. They can also hit Planeswalkers. Let's run it back like that. I think we mulligan. It's much better. I think it's two-headed. Or is like Bolt better? Actually an interesting one. Because this... I put Bolt back. This matchup, it's just like, go as fast as you can. Give me a land, please. Give me a land, please, one time. Dealer one time. Thank you. We could get Path to Peril, but if we draw land, I just play out two-headed. Well, that's fantastic. Thank you. I'll just play my big creature. My big dumb idiot. Yeah, two-headed giant. Hey, Ryan. Thank you. Appreciate it. The deck list, give me a sec and I will let you know. Could we stop? So I'm going to do this. Tishana dies. And so does my opponent. Boom. The mono red deck list is right here. Sorry, just wanted to navigate that game. GG's to Steve. Check him out on Twitch. Very good player. All right, boss battle. I am going to take a second, folks. Let me know what you think. Do you think we can take down the final boss? That is 6 wins, 20 packs. We're at the 21 packs. All right. Boss battle. Gotta message Steve after. Swifty's too strong. Oh, you know what I actually picked up that I was like super excited for? On it. on, deck box. Enter cruelty. No. Hand no good. Hand slaps keep. Mirrex back. Boo. So we could get Go for the Throated here, so I think we're just gonna play out this, or because like they have to use Go for the Throat here, they can't use Cut Down. Yeah, I won. No, wanted a land. Wanted a land. Sad. I'm gonna differentiate. I know I'm playing into Cut Down here, but I gotta take a chance, I think. So it's the Dimir Control deck. Where do they go? I got my cool Swifties for paper. Mine's not bad there. Realistically, am I gonna play No More Lies here? Let's try this out. Obviously wish I kept the Mirrex. We didn't know in the dark. That's the worst draw we could have had. I'm dumb. I could have done that pre-combat. So we could have kept Swiftspear alive, which is bad. We did take him off the land and got to use that. But hand is not looking too hot. So again, I just want to see what their win conditions are. It's most likely 1 back god, 4 Tashanas. And just, I gotta throw out stuff here. Yeah, deadly cover up in there. Players playing much faster. We might just be able to juke them. Really wish I paid attention there. This probably won't do much. A minus chase. We're just getting information. I basically lost this one. They're playing a lot faster, so I'm less concerned with time. Go for the throat. Probably just concede after the next draw. Jace is just gonna mill me out. let's go to the next one. They've had enough card selection. Forges. We definitely don't want these Scorching Shots. I don't want the Frenzies. I could see Obliterating Bolt being reasonable. Like, they're going to have Back God. This also hits Planeswalkers. I think that's it. Actually, I do want these Monstrous Rage out. Play the Gatekeeper. This matchup seems terrible. So hopefully tap lines here. If not, yeah. So if they're smart, they cut it down now. It's pretty solid. Perfect. Hello. Can you beat a Forge? Or can we go to the next game? I don't think he can beat a Forge. So they'll hit that. Float the mana here. Just hit him for 7 to 7. She-Oldred. So depending how they block here, we just do this. And now they die. Okay, so now that we saw She-Oldred, now we're going to switch how we board. Yeah, they could Tidebinder, but we had enough removal in hand. Okay, so they did have She-Oldreds. So we might want to be off Obliterating Bolt. Is 2 of and bring in the Frenzies. It's probably the line. The Gatekeeper, so they are playing Path. So maybe trim 1 Gatekeeper. Have access to the Bolt. Run it like that. So the big thing here is like, nah. Think we keep this. It's already got 4 lands. These are bad naked in this matchup. Okay, we'll keep this. Not great, but did we... Oh, I was gonna say, did I not put a land away? Put down. I should have played the Foundry. Thank you, Luke. Yikes. Oh, it's Lightning Helix! They actually don't have blue mana, so I'm not going to play out the Foundry yet. So the problem here, if they just sweep, it's all my threats. Where I can... Like, exiling that doesn't do a huge amount. So I actually think we play this out. I'm just like out of gas at this point. So I kind of want to thin my deck as well. I brought in Duress. Frenzy's not bad. They actually should have... I guess it's right. So they take 2, but they get the Deluge here. They're going to likely find an answer. Hopefully that answer is just like a Shieldred. That's rough. Okay, that's pretty solid. 1, 2... No! Oh my god. No punish. Okay, if they negate that, it's fine. And just like... This is what I... Hey! They won. They won. No forge, we lose. You got it. I gotta do this. Long goodbye is such a beating. We lost. It's tricky here because like I need to have removal, but at the same time they should have me here. So they just switched to like full mid-range post board. Alright, they got me. Hey Hootson. I'm actually gonna call like the stream now. Like we've been going for 3 hours. It is getting late here. Okay, so we got the 6 wins, 6-1. Dimir ousted us. It was tricky. We drew like the removal in time. They had the negate. Because if they didn't have the negate, I kill Shieldred, I can kill the backup, but then I'm still like pretty far behind. In any case, 20 packs. Can't go wrong. Crack some packs. So get us some wild cards for the next set. So I personally don't like Demonic Ruckus. So Godric dies to like every removal spell. Demonic Ruckus, it also kind of 2-for-1s you. The format's very mid-rangey and sweeper focused. You'll see against like a lot of the mid-range games. Let me just turn this audio off. I feel like I'm competing with the deck enemy. I was boarding out a lot of the targeted, like the Monstrous Rage, stuff like that. The Two-Headed Hunter was useless. I wouldn't play that. Just play like an actual practical card. Honestly, Chandra is pretty good. I would want another Chandra in the sideboard. I could see that being good, or even a case. Just something else. Even maybe one of Squee could be good in lieu of that. So I would probably make that one change. Look at all these wild cards. I'm 100% Dominaria United. Didn't even draft that set that much. It's good. With Modern Horizons coming, we need all the wild cards we can get. All right, folks, I appreciate everyone hanging out tonight. I'm going to call it. Hope you have a great one. Good luck. If you need deck list ideas, definitely do check out the YouTube. We put out like 12 different decks, but check it out there. Hootson, I think Scamp is better in the Gruul one. So like the Gruul pump spells, I think it's got a bit more utility that way there. That's odd, Loon. Check if there's like an update or something. Earlier in the week, I couldn't get through a single like a game without it crashing. Like 3 or 4 times I had the client crash on me. All right, folks, have a great one. I appreciate everyone hanging out. Stay safe, and I'll try to come for another one on the weekend. I just got to see how much noise the